Are you guys looking for dogs? I've heard rumors about it.
Yes.
Okay. So I wanted to bring you guys here to discuss ways to be informed about where your dog's coming from, because it's very beneficial to you and the health of the dog. There are a lot of downfalls to that, like not knowing the medical history or where the dog was born and raised. Those experiences affect the health of the dog. Personal experience with it is every dog that I've gotten from a pet store has had a lot of health issues because we didn't know where the dogs were from. But any dog I've gotten and adopted or from a breeder, we've had great experiences with. They've lived a really long time. So I don't know if you guys know anything about puppy mills.
No.
Okay. Well, I want you guys to close your eyes. I'm going to read a description of what a puppy mill is. Okay. Imagine a small room with no windows. Against every wall in the room there are cages, floor to ceiling. Each cage has multiple dogs in it. It's cramped with no bottom lining. The smell is overwhelming, and the sounds make you want to cry. This room is a part of a house, and each room is just like it. This is a puppy mill. You can open ours. You know those ASPCA commercials where they play the really sad music and the dogs look really pathetic and abused? Those dogs have been saved from puppy mills. They have so many health risks. They have genetic defects from the mothers passing diseases onto them. They have respiratory problems, mange, cancer. They have rotten teeth, and oftentimes the mothers will have open sores from lack of exercise. So many shops use them nowadays because it's so affordable for them. They can buy the dog for no money, essentially, and then sell it for 10 times as much. And the consumers can't resist these cute little puppies that they don't see will have medical issues. Petland in Athens is a local example. It was boycotted when it originally came in, and I didn't know why, and that's how I found out that it used puppy mills and what a puppy mill was. And people still don't know that. And it's so sad that a business would go to these extremes to meet the consumer needs. It's illegal for the puppy mills to run their operation, but if they claim commercial status, they're considered a commercial breeder. It's legal, and that's how they get away with it. They buy these houses out in the middle of the woods, and they line these houses with cages in each room, and then they just go and check and take puppies and sell them as they need. They get cited when they're found out, and they are given a certain amount of time to fix the violations, but oftentimes they just abandon the dogs and then they die. So sad. So I wanted to make sure that you guys aren't going to get dogs from pet stores that use puppy mills, because your dog will live such a healthy life. So there's some other alternatives. Breeders are completely informed as to what risks the dogs will have, what the dog itself is prone to. If you're looking for a specific kind of dog, there's so many breeders around that can answer all your questions on it. Other pet stores, I'm not saying that every pet store uses puppy mills, but a lot of them do. So just keep an open mind on that and research it as best as you can, and not just fall in love with the little puppy in the store. Also, I recommend shelters and adoption. It's probably one of the best ways is that these dogs that may have had bad experiences you can save, and the pet stores will often have them vaccinated and get them back to health before you purchase them. So that's also a really good idea. So I'm just asking you guys fully research where your dogs are coming from. If you want a specific breed, find out everything you can about it before you make a decision. You can go online and look at these pet stores. You can go online and research the breeds and talk to breeders. Also, word of mouth, like talking to me or someone else knowledgeable like a breeder or someone at a pound. They know medical histories. They know what you should look for. Those kind of conversations should be had before you purchase a dog. It's so important that you do this for not only you, but the health of the dog. Do you have any questions?
So, for instance, say if you go to Petland to buy a dog and they, pull out their, how they have the records, the birth date certificate.
Mm-hmm.
Is there, something you should look for? If it says it's bought from, commercial, or if it's, a breeder? Do they always buy them from puppy mills, or is it kind of,
It can be either way, but they claim they aren't going to write,
commercial.
Right, they're going to write commercial breeders instead of a puppy mill, because they won't put that on a birth certificate. But you can research that through the ASPCA website, and just Googling that kind of stuff
Now what?
will bring that all
Now
up.
what was the name of that group you just said?
ASPCA,
Okay.
yeah, they have all the histories of businesses that are like affiliated with puppy mills, and they'll keep you informed on that
Oh, wow.
because they do all those commercials too. They're trying to stop puppy mills before they get any worse. So.
Now, do you have any personal advice from like if you go to Petland, like to look like at little like signs that dogs?
When you go in and like you can go in those booths with the puppies, you can often tell like their eyes are really watery and their nose is runny. Sometimes their coat isn't what it should be. It's not like a breed standard because they've been living in poor conditions. They're malnutrition, malnourished. Thank you. But their coats are like oily or really, really dry, like depending on what the breed standard is, it's the opposite of. So that's also something that you should look for.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So do you guys feel better about this?
Yes.
Okay. So before you buy, you're going to research it a little bit more?
Oh yes,
Okay,
definitely.
Awesome. Well, I'm really glad you guys could come out. So
Thank you.
Thanks.